Well, we'll see what happens here. Okay, so we have the comment came up. So well, there's two people here. Maybe me. And there's Miss Gina. Good morning, Gina. How are you? Thank you for sharing with me this morning. Not seeing comments. There we go. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. Hi, Nikki. Hi, Christina. I'm doing awesome. Changed my glasses this morning, so hopefully I won't have to keep doing one of these. So we're having a good day so far. Thought I'd come on a few minutes early so that we can share some time. Good, Gene. I'm glad you're doing well. That's awesome. It's a beautiful day here in Colorado. Nice and early. Kind of like getting these done early in the morning. Good morning, Tracy. What's the weather like where you are all at? Boy, that's bad English, but you know what I meant. We'll get started here in just another couple minutes. Just waiting to see how many people are going to show up today. Gonna share my coffee with you. While we're waiting on seeing if anyone else is going to show up this morning, a special thank you, especially to the 5 that are here, 6 that are here. I want to thank you. We went over 1,000 likes on this page this week, and I am just thrilled and humbled and honored and everything else. Angie, these are my old glasses. Good morning. These are so old. They're all scratched up, but I can see better through them than this pair, because this pair is bifocaled and it's really hard for me to kind of keep going up and down. So Gina, it's very breezy where you are, and Tracy, it's Britain, cold and dull. Oh my goodness, I gotcha. Well, I'm going to send some beautiful, healing, wonderful weather light to you all to have a beautiful, beautiful day today. So let's go ahead and get started. Anyone have any questions for me this morning? We'll get going here on this read. We'll see what we can do. We have 6 people, 7 people that joined us so far. Awesome. My husband has a decent job, but this week received a phone call about a new opportunity. We are wondering if he should go for it or stay at his current job. Wow, Miss Lisa, that's an amazing phone call that you got. Good morning, Mary. Let me go ahead and put your comment up at top so I don't lose track of it there. And let's see what we can find out. Great question. My heart's telling me something, but I don't want to rely just on that alone. So let me go ahead and move my keyboard. I'm going to go to Angel Answer Oracle cards. So I'm going to say this once at the beginning so we can kind of get it out of the way. All of the cards that I have are published by Hay House. All of the cards that I use are either Doreen Virtue alone or Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. There, we got the copyright out of the way for this hour so we don't have to keep repeating it. So Miss Lisa, let's find out. Good question. This new opportunity, Lisa, I'm going to ask a question, and you know it's always delayed to get the answer, but I'm going to ask the question, perchance, does it involve travel for him, Lisa, this new opportunity? Because I feel like he either has to go to a different country, if that makes sense, for training, or a different state, like he has to go for training. And I feel like this is almost like someone he knows that called him up for this opportunity. It's not like it just sort of came out of the blue, but he was either referred or it's not like he applied. It's like out of the blue. Okay. No travel. Okay. Does the current job involve travel? Yes, someone he knows. Okay. Does his current job involve travel, Lisa? Kind of curious about that. Because I'm seeing him like having to go away from home for about like a week or 2 weeks or something. So I don't know if that's training. So I'm kind of curious about that. Okay, so Lord, what Lisa wants to know is this new job opportunity, is it something he should do? Feels like a, yeah, sometimes, but not far. Okay. Yeah, like just like out of state or something. I'm just trying to figure out where the travel's coming in from, Lisa. He's an electrician. Okay. Okay, there's card 1. I'm being told that's not enough for you, Lisa. So 1 card just fell right out. Let's see what else is coming up. No, that's too many. Wow, really? Okay. They just didn't want those cards to fall at all. That's kind of unique. Really? Okay. They told me 1 more, but it just didn't seem like it wanted to come out. So let's take a look here, darling. Alrighty. Interesting, Miss Lisa. So as you know, in all angel readings, free will is really determined. Before I even share with you the cards, though, I kept hearing, dot your I's, cross your T's, dot your I's, cross your T's, dot your I's, cross your T's, Lisa. So if he is going to take this new opportunity, he wants to make sure and review all of the agendas that would have him going to this. Because I heard things about benefits, I heard things about a raise, I heard things about new, what's the word I'm looking for? Like more work, in other words. It was like he's going to be taking over this team later on. It's just like he's going to be moving forward. He's going to be exponential, how's that for a good word, in getting that company to a success level. But I want to make sure that he's getting rewarded for that work as well. I do feel like it's going to be a good opportunity, but let me share with you what the cards are saying as well. Your first card, Miss Lisa, that came up is the situation will improve. So that tells me like a definitive yes, that, you know, this is something he should look into. But again, I'm going to follow my intuition as well and what my heart's telling me, and to check all the contracts, to check all of the I's and T's and everything else, and to make sure that he's not going to get used and abused. That's kind of where I want to go with that. Because the next card is confirmation that this is probably a pretty good opportunity for him, Lisa. I mean, there's kind of like no denying that one. So talk it over with your husband, kind of take a look, but also check the background history as well of this new position that's available, Lisa. Kind of just double check everything before he makes that commitment. If he does make that commitment, I do think that your life situation is going to improve, and I do think he's going to be very successful at whatever he does. So I think it is going to be more than the decent job that he's currently in right now, Lisa. So I hope that was helpful, because I'm like, feels good to me, darling. I just want to make sure that he's got everything, like all his ducks in a row before he does that change. So let's take a look at the next question that came up. Miss Tracy, I'm looking for upliftment and joy. My darling, how are you looking for it? I'm going to toss that out there for you. How are you looking for it? What are you doing to take action to receive that. So I'm going to kind of toss that out and see what you come back at me with. So Miss Angie, what do the angels want me to know today? Love your questions, darling, but you already know that. So let me go pull up. Angie, again, I've said it online, I'll say it in person. Thank you so much for the beautiful review that you did for me for my ebook, A Leap of Faith. I am so honored and humbled by your words, and I really sincerely appreciate that. Folks, I posted it earlier. Angie has a great blog on all of the wonderful books that she reviews. She does an amazing job of that. So check out her blog later on if you get a chance. The link is on my page here and also in several groups as well. So Miss Angie, I'm going to be using my favorite deck for you, darling. So let's kind of take a look and see what the archangels have to say specifically for you today. And so let's kind of go there. I have goosebumps before I'm starting. That's kind of unique. Okay. Whoops. Okay, that one too. They're showing me two other cards that popped out there at the same time. I'm going to pull them. They told me to take those. So let's find out what that's about. Okay, I have to stop just for a second. Miss Lisa, in reference to your question before, this friend of your husband, is he current? I want you to kind of take a look at the company and see if it is owned by his friend or if it is owned by a major corporation in a European country. Just tossing that out there because I just heard that as sort of a finalization. Sorry, Angie, let me get back to your story here. Those of you that follow my favorite card, one of them in particular, one of the cards that guided me to leave my corporate job. And I love RL cards, but you know what? That white on pink is really, really hard to read. Or a hopscotch stone kind of thing here from Miss Angie. Looks like a beautiful way to kind of relax and kind of enjoy life. And it says, there is so much to be grateful for. Miss Angie, you already know that. And financial success and the promise of retirement are at hand for you. And know that you will have and do have a rich and rewarding family life in your future. So I'm also feeling, Miss Angie, when I said that family's not just blood. This is also family of friendship that is like family to you. They really care about you like a sister. So I'm hearing a really like close friend of yours as well that's like family that is going to kind of be one of your support people. So kind of pay attention to that as well, because that's an awesome card to get, and know that you are on the right path, Miss Angie. The next card is going to prove it to you, darling. Here we go. Nine of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Your hard work leads to great success and a love for the beautiful things in life. You know, I love this card because you guys know how much I love horses. And the rainbow has always been God's promise that we are going to be okay. So right here, you're taking charge of your life. You're moving forward, Miss Angie. You have angel support. You've got God's support. You've got His Son and Holy Spirit support. You've got our support. We always send you love and prayers. And this is your time to shine. And you also need to take a few minutes and get outdoors, Miss Angie. And remember to celebrate the beautiful things in life, like the mountains in the background, like the clouds, like the rainbows, you know, like nature, like the flowers. It's time to kind of, well, even like I did this morning, I fell asleep with my window open, which I love doing this time of year, and I woke up to bird song. You know, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and the birds were just singing up a storm right outside my window. And I woke up with a smile on my face. Absolutely marvelous. So I need you to kind of Get that same feeling when you start your day. Next card's going to tell me exactly the same thing, and I had it turned over until just now. It's the Six of Raphael. We're talking about this friend again, or a rekindled relationship, this same factor that I'm feeling from this sister-like who's family, who's really your friend. You need to embrace your inner child and get out and play a little bit. I know you've heard me say it before. The fun way that I do is I actually go outside like a little kid and go blow bubbles. But it's fun because I watch the squirrels sometimes and they don't know what to do with these bubbles, or sometimes it's just kind of wild and crazy. I have a cat outside, it's not my cat, who likes to kind of go chase them kind of thing. But it's just fun to watch the breeze kind of take it and watch the rainbows and the prisms of the bubbles itself. So Angie, this is telling me that this weekend, darling, you need to get outside and play. Embrace your inner child. And have a cup of tea with somebody. I know this sounds kind of silly, but I'm seeing you have a cup of chamomile tea with somebody. And we have another Raphael card for you. So these are all healing messages for you, Angie, as well. And this is the Eight of Raphael. Wow, okay, so Raphael's standing there telling you to go over this bridge, my darling. You're not alone. Your little trusty puppy's with you kind of thing. And you know, it's this big, beautiful spiritual path that you're on. There's something better waiting for you. You need to follow and do what you know is right for you and continue on your spiritual quest and this growth that you're going through, this evolvement of soul. And, you know, that's, we said it how many times here before, let go and let God guide you. You are absolutely A-okay, Miss Angie. You're on the right path. Just keep on doing, darling, what you're doing. So I hope that helped you. I really, really did. So, Miss Christina, I believe that you're next. What are the angels trying to tell me? So, Christina, I got told not to use this deck for you. Whoops, almost dropped it too. That tells you how much I wasn't supposed to use it. But we are going to use the Angel Tarot deck. So, let's go find out what the angels are trying to tell me. Miss Christina, I'm going to ask a silly question because I got goosebumps as soon as I read that the second time. And so, oh, Lisa, thank you. I saw that just now. I just saw about the better benefits. That's part of the problem with these comments. They don't just automatically flow, so sometimes it's a little hard to see it. Let me just kind of scroll down here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My goodness. Okay. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okie dokie. So let me go back to Miss Christina's here. Miss Christina, I feel like you've been getting a message repetitively. So you can tell I have the card still, you know, solid. But I feel like the angels have been trying to tell you something repetitively, and they keep sending you signs, but it's like you're not quite getting them. I don't know if it's number signs or song signs, feather signs. I keep feeling something about numbers, Christina. So if you're not familiar with it, I think it's either angeltherapy.com or earthangel.com. It's Doreen's site, and I use it every day for myself as well. And she has like angel numbers. I'm really feeling this thing about numbers, Christina, you know, like repetitive numbers, 222, 233, 444, 1111, those kinds of things. Like they're really trying to get your attention, or that you're hearing a repetitive name or phrase either on the radio or in conversations, like even side conversations that you're not a part of. So kind of pay attention to that. You, if it is numbers, you can check that out on Doreen's website. Really is amazing. I use them a lot. It took me a while before I started seeing all the 111s and the 222s and the 333s and the 444s. And then once I started seeing them, they wouldn't stop. So I said, okay, guys, you want to talk to me in numbers? I got it. I got it. Okay, so we got two cards or three cards? We might have three cards already, Christina. Yep, we do. Okay, let me see if there's another one. Wow, okay. Okay, so that's it. Let's see what this is about. So let me scroll up here. You're getting 2112. Angie, thank you for posting that website. That's perfect. So Miss Christina, a couple ways that you can do that with the 2112. On the 2112, when you go to Doreen's site and you click, angel numbers, you can start it by putting in 21 and then putting in 12 and get those messages and put them together. You can also then take 211 and put that in and get that message. And you can take 112 and get that message and put them all together to see if that makes sense to you on what the angels are trying to tell you. But in the meantime, let me go back to your question. Let me find it here again. Don't want to miss it. There it is. Okay. Well, this is interesting. So, Christina, I'm going to tell you that you've got a 5 of air card coming up here, which is intellect. But then you have 2 major arcanas coming up. So this is really a unique read. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. So let's talk about the 5 of air first. Okay, so this is a past position, Christina, so I don't want you to freak out about this one. So in the most recent past, and I'm going to talk in less than 6 months to a year in the past, there's been an unwise choice. And you're learning to live with the consequences of that unwise choice, but it's kind of like you're blaming yourself and you don't need to. We all have free will, we all make choices, some of them are great, some of them are not so great. But this is telling you to learn from that situation so that you don't have to make the same mistake, if you will. But also I want you to kind of take a look at it from an outside point of view, Christina, that you got manipulated. That's the word I'm hearing. You got manipulated to make an unwise choice, even though your gut and your intuition told you that that wasn't going to work. So if you do a review of everyone's motives that got you to do that unwise choice, kind of no, that's a great way to let go, like really let go and remove the guilt, the regret, the frustration, or anything else, and move forward with it. So this is actually a real good learning curve is what actually took past here in the recent past for you. But your next ones you're going to absolutely adore, because now we're going to talk about the present a little bit more. Because although I normally don't do past, present, and future cards, this is what I'm being told for you, Christina. So don't worry about this. This is in the past. Let go of it, learn from it, and grow from it. But here's your next card, and this is talking about the present. I love this. Archangel Shamuel is telling you about your life experiences, and that right now we are in a significant life event. This can mean so many different things. Only you, Christina, are going to be able to determine what it is. This can be everything from birth to birth of an idea, to a move, to a major change in your life, to a spiritual birth, like a new growth or an evolvement. I'm going to actually have to turn it because of the glare here. A powerful revelation that leads to change. But this change is a really good one for you, Christina. And it says, time to spread your wings. And I'm going to add what I heard, spread your wings and fly. This is such an exciting time for you right now, Miss Christina. It is time to, like, oh, I'm free. And that's literally, I have that freedom feeling, like freedom of flight, and know that you're okay. And know that this is just sort of like this wonderful raising your vibration, raising your soul. I actually see you physically somehow changing your body. I don't know if it's getting healthier, or if it's like changing hair color or changing the physicalness of who you are, Christina. But I feel like it's sort of that confidence builder that you need. So I don't know if you were thinking about getting a haircut, or if you were like doing something significantly different, but I feel like you're making and taking all the right steps to get healthy mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, every possible which way that you can. All of the life experiences that you had in the past are leading you to take charge now. So that is awesome, but wait till you see your final card for the future. Here we go. It's the Chariot. An important achievement. So whatever this change is that you're underdoing, this is an important achievement. And you've taken the self-discipline and the willpower and the hard work to get to where you are, Christina, and that there is going to be public recognition, but even more importantly than public recognition is self-recognition. That you can handle this, that you're doing it. This is a chariot of love and of life and of moving forward. And Archangel Metatron has totally got you on this one, and he's going to help you lead the charge forward. So the 21 and the 12, take a look. I'm very curious as to what those are. I haven't even taken a peek at that yet. Don't want to go to that website and interrupt this reading for you right now. But take a look at 21, 12, and then 211, and then 112, and put that all together with today's reading, Christina. I think you're going to be delightfully empowered. That's the word that I have for you this morning. So I hope that helped. Thanks for the thumbs up and the hearts. I do appreciate it. Miss Mary wants to know what the angels want her to know today. And where am I going for Miss Mary? Okay, they told me to use the same deck. Okay, so we're going to take those cards that we had for Christina, and we're just going to slide those in here, every which way but loose, so that those don't like automatically pop back up. And if they do, then they're meant for you as well, Miss Mary. So let's kind of see the who, the what, and the why for Miss Mary. Whoops, told to shuffle one more time. Okay, thanks for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. Such a beautiful day here. I keep watching the pigeons on my neighbor's roof. It's quite cute. They keep going back and forth. So if you see my eyes kind of dash up, it's because something's catching my eye. So it's quite fun. Okay, so this is for Miss Mary. And let me go ahead and I'm going to pin that. Will it let me do that? Apparently it didn't. Okay. Okay, good. I'm just kind of scrolling through here real quick, guys. Give me just a second. Good, Christina, leap of faith. I just saw that. So I have to kind of like get down here just a little bit and kind of go through that. So, alrighty. So we have 11 people here. That's awesome. So Christine, nope, Mary's. What do the angels want her to know today? Alrighty. Mary, you're surrounded by angels. Are you aware of that at all? I know we all have guardian angels, but I mean, like, you're surrounded by angels. Do you ever get that feeling? I'm gonna see if I can pin your comment here, so I can scroll down and let's see. Yeah. So Miss Mary, without, as you can tell, the cards are all still together. I'm hearing like 6 or 7 angels surrounding you all the time, and I'm like, holy moly. You also have some departed loved ones as well, and I know this is going to sound unusual, but I heard a name called Edna, and that's unusual, so I don't know if that's one of your angels or if that is a departed loved one, but whoever it is, Miss Mary, they wanted you to know that they love you and are protecting you. Yeah, you've got like angels everywhere. So I don't know who Edna is, but she wanted to make herself known. She's sort of like the leader of this whole pack. She has a very grandmotherly type attitude about her, very straightforward, very blunt. If you're saying your prayers, if it is an angel and it's not sounding like a relative, you can actually ask her to open up the signs for you a little bit more, Mary, so that you're hearing it more clearly, because I have that feeling, you can tell because no cards are falling yet, that I need to finish this statement. Yeah, so you can call on Edna. I know that's an unusual, short, cute, wonderful, old-fashioned name, but she is telling me that she's right there with you all the time. And she's been trying to get your attention. So I guess maybe this reading is a way to do that. So I think it's kind of cute. Alrighty, so wonderful angels, God, Jesus, and Holy Spirit, and angels that indeed surround us all. What do you want Miss Mary to know? Okay. No, that's 7 of them. No, that's 7. Whew. Okay, there's that 7 again, 6 and 7. Okay. How unique. They're really telling me to tell you about Edna. Okay. Yeah, and so Miss Mary, in reference to her too, she's also telling me that she, which is part of the reason the cards are taking so long, to look into your past, like as in great 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 grandmother type history, either on your, well, on your mom's side. I'm hearing. I was going to say your dad's side, but no, and then I heard on mom's side, and kind of see if there isn't someone that isn't there that is. It's almost like you're supposed to go check out, okay, you're supposed to go check out Ancestry.com. I never refer to that website. But Mary, they're telling me that you need to kind of go check out Ancestry.com, and that there's something that you need to know from that. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But they just told me to stop. So apparently that was the message that needed to come through from Edna. And we have 3 cards for you, Mary. Your first card, my dear. 9 of Fire. Wow, okay. It's telling you not to give up. 9 of Fire, the fire suit is all about your passions, what drives you, what gives you the spark in life, what gives you that oomph that you need to kind of move forward. And whatever that is, it feels like it's been frustrated or stalemated for a while, and they're telling you not to give up and to continue to have courage and to believe in yourself, Mary. It's also the message that I'm getting from Edna, that you need to believe in yourself. And I think that's part of where the Ancestry.com is going to come in. That if you research, okay, they're saying it again, if you research the women in your bloodline, you're going to find that they were extremely courageous in some of the actions that they took. So I think that's part of why that's coming up for you. Your next card, Miss Mary, is the 7 of Earth. And Earth, of course, is everything to do with sustainability here. So the Earth card is talking about environment, it's talking about your surroundings, it's talking about your security, your home, your career, what you do for a living. It's also talking about the gardening, make sure you're not using toxic chemicals. It's talking about bringing in, oh, I just heard that for you. Bring in more plants into your home, Mary, to reoxygenate your room. I know that's maybe sounded a little bit weird, but you need to kind of like open up the windows and bring some plants in, Mary, and kind of see the who, the what, the why of why that's there. There's some like, you need to freshen the house. It's almost like there's toxic chemicals that you need to kind of open the windows and doors open. And I know this is going to sound weird. They're telling me for you to go change your furnace filter. I don't understand that. Hopefully you will. But it's also telling me that you've had a lot of things going on and you've had a lot of different projects, but you do have seeds that are well planted. There is that temporary pause in action. It's kind of that stalemate kind of thingy. And not to be worried about it, because you are doing unnecessary worry about it as well. So not to be worried, things are okay. What you've done thus far is going to come to literally bearing you fruit. And we have another fire card. And that is the 4 of Fire. So I'm going to see if I can get that clearer for you. Commitment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. Mary, what a story for you today. So go ahead and gain some courage from Aunt Edna, whoever this person is, and know that you are from a long lineage of courageous women. That's really the message that she's trying to get through. Follow your passions. You've been worrying too much about it, and your passions will be your success. So, Mary, I really love that reading, and whoever this Edna is, she's darn right cute, just so that you know. And you can always call on her and ask for her help as well. I hope that helped. So let me go up to the next question here. Angie, I'm glad that you're blogging again. You do a great job of it, and that is part of this writing thing that you were getting earlier. You need to continue that. You're very good at it. Okay, so Miss Tracy, work hard and care, live alone, not sure where to go alone, very compassionate, give out a lot of love to others. Um, okay, Tracy. My first thing that I'm hearing, and I know this may not be something that you're involved in, but I'm hearing community center. Tracy, I feel like I don't even need to pull the cards on this one because it's coming through so clearly. It feels like you need to go to a local, in your town, in your city, community center. If there is a hobby or something that you would like to learn, I feel like you're going to find like-minded people, but you need to get out of the house. And in order to get out of the house, you need to open yourself up. I'm literally seeing like taking your heart chakra and opening the doors, like glass doors, and letting it in. But nobody's going to know that you're there if you stay in the house. But I keep hearing go to the community center, go to the library, go to the community center, and find out what they offer. You know, so many community centers have meet and greets. My local library, for example, um, they have them out there in franchises like wine and sip and paint kind of things. But my library does it without the wine. They bring in cookies, they bring in tea, they bring in, you know, water and fruited waters and those kinds of things. But they teach people how to use acrylic paints and watercolors and those kinds of things. You're very creative, Tracy. You do need to get out and kind of share that creativity a little bit. I'm also hearing that, I don't know if it's nearby, but I'm hearing, okay, they're telling me to tell you to go around the corner to a park. Don't understand that, maybe you do, but it's like it's not a far walk, but that walk would do you a world of good to go to this nearby park. I don't know what that's in reference to, Tracy. Um, but you just need to kind of like get out. There's a park nearby, and they're absolutely like wanting to push you out the door to go take a walk. You know? So, Tracy, I do hope that that helps a lot. So, next question is for sure. Hi, Monica. Can the angels tell me how my divorce process will end? Sure, they can, but keep in mind that no matter what kind of a reading that we get from your angels in reference to your divorce, there are so many factors about free will, but we'll ask anyway. So that can mean so many different things. Where am I going? Really? Okay, hold on. I have to go to the bottom of my pile here. By the way, guys, I thought Susan Dentino, Coach Susan, for all of you that are CACRs, was going to have her live feed today. I did find out she's not, so we're not in a rush this morning to get gone. So we're going to do as many readings as I can and as many readings as the angels are going to allow me to do. So again, Miss Sure, keep in mind about this divorce thing. You know, there's so many different factors. I'm hearing kids. Okay, well, this is unique. I just heard no matter how it turns out, it is going to be for the greater good of all concerned. You are not going to, okay. Alrighty. I'm hearing thoughts are self-fulfilling prophecies. So I need you to be very careful about what your thoughts are and what you dwell on. Like they get stuck here, like right here. You need to kind of stay positive about it because I don't want you to, because I'm hearing it. I'm just hearing it like you're talking to me, like you're, oh my God, I'm going to be homeless. Oh my God, I'm not going to have any money. Oh my God, how am I going to take care of the kids? Oh my God, what's going to happen next? So I'm kind of hearing those thoughts kind of linger and linger and linger. And what I want you to do is literally call on Archangel Michael to ask that you get rid of those worrisome thoughts that you're projecting to the universe. So what I want you to do, instead of saying, thank you, God, for taking care of me. Thank you, God, for letting this be amiable. Thank you, God, for giving me the strength to get through it. And change that thought process, because I'm just hearing it's not letting you sleep. It's like constant worry. It's like you don't want to eat because you're nervous. So that's kind of really where I'm going with that one. I don't want that to happen to you. So let's just see. Alrighty, so Sure wants to know how the divorce process will end. Well, it's going to end out in everyone's favor and for the greater good. Oh, that one. Okay, they told me one card needs to stop, so let's go take a look. Okay. Fits right in with what I was just saying. So, again, keeping your thoughts very carefully guarded. I don't want you manifesting negativity. I want you manifesting positiveness. So call on God, call on Jesus, call on Holy Spirit, call on your angels to help keep your thoughts and see yourself as successful at the end. Okay, somebody just told me that the feed just stopped, so I'm hoping it's coming back up again. So guys, if the feed stopped or if it's live, please send me some hearts and thumbs. I just saw Angie's note that it stopped. So if you can send me some thumbs so I know that this really is still live for you. But sure, I want you to make sure that you keep your thoughts clear and know that this situation will end for the best of everyone. Thank you for the hearts, guys. I was concerned that this stopped completely. My little thingy's telling me that it's still going, but I wanted to make sure. Appreciate the hearts and thumbs. Alrighty, so looks like Corrine is next. Hi, Monica. I'd like to ask about my financials. There's a pretty open-ended question, Corrine. What about your financials? So I'm a card reader, but not a mind reader. So, okay. That's a really hard question to answer. So I'm actually being told to do something unusual. So guys, when you are asking a reader a question, I'm going to toss that out there. When I did Radley's live event, you know, he was absolutely correct. If you ask an open-ended question that just gives a yes or no answer, or you're not giving the reader an opportunity, like, are my financials going to get better? What do I need to do to have my financials better? Those kinds of things. It really helps a lot to kind of figure out what's going on. So, you know, one of the questions that was asked at his presentation from a young lady, young to me, like in her 20s, is my career ever going to get better? Well, there's a yes or no question kind of thing. And he was like, no, I'm not going to answer that. And I can't say as I blame him. And because yes or no questions are really, really hard to go on. But what she really wanted to know, bottom line, and for any of you that are readers, you know, ask your clients the same way. So what do you really mean? Do you mean, is the career that you're in now the best choice? Or is it, you know, should I be looking for something else? Or will my career situation improve? Something that's a little bit different. But I'm going to go with what the angels are telling me. So, Corrine asked about financials, and I'm going to use the Angel Answer Oracle cards. And let's just see what the angels have to say about your financials. Trying to not cough in your ear. I'm doing better, but not great. So let me go grab a sip of coffee here. I'm actually told to pause anyway. Okay. So Miss Sonia, I can tell that you're coming up next. So do me a favor and rephrase your question. Guidance about what? Life, love, romance, career, health. So Miss Sonia, if you'd be so kind as to rephrase your question, please. And I'm going to do Corinne's, as her question was about financials. We've got 16 people watching this video today. I am so delighted. Thank you all for being here. I started this video, for those of you who have just joined me, by saying my sincerest thanks for liking this page. We went over 1,000 likes this week, and I am just humbled and honored. I truly want to thank you all for sharing that with me. Excuse me, for sharing this page and for liking it and for following it. It is truly my honor. Okay, so Kareem, question about financials. See what happens when I take a sip of coffee? I cough more. Great. Oh, okay. Oop. That one just kind of stuck right out. Alrighty, so let's go do this again here. Sorry about that. Okay, so okie dokie, this is intriguing. So, Corrine, your question was real simple. I'd like to ask about my financials. And two cards came up immediately for you. And this is unique because I'm hearing something about an investment. And that makes no sense to me. But the first card that came up was get more information. Corrine, if someone's trying to talk you into an investment or to invest in their company or stocks or something like that, or they're off, okay, well, let's back up a little bit. If someone's offering you a different kind of jobs with all these amazing, like, gratuities, and all that other good stuff, you really need to get some more information about it. If this is in regards to an investment or stock or somebody, like, I feel like somebody's asking you to loan them money and you're wanting to help them, but doing that would put you in a dangerous situation of not having enough. I don't feel that they have the capabilities to repay you. I don't know if that makes sense or not, Corrine, but you absolutely positively need to get more information. Now, the next card that came up is curious to me because, well, I'm hearing something about your own, like your own company. Like you're trying to make a decision if you should do something. And so this is a card that's saying, if you believe. And I think that what they're saying to me in this one is that you need to believe in yourself first. That you really are going to be okay, but you need to take action. And you need, this isn't about believing in God or Jesus or Holy Spirit or angels, because I feel you already do that. But this is more if you believe in yourself and take that strong commitment and that strong action, your financials, my dear, are going to be just fine. And then, of course, call on God and Jesus and Holy Spirit and your angels to guide you on that purpose as well. But I really have this very strong feeling that you are going to be okay, but it is going to require some action. I'm getting action a lot this week. Even on my YouTube channel, I'm kind of like, holy moly, people, we can't just stay stagnant and watch all of those law of attraction posts come by and say, I open myself up to abundance, and if you agree, click yes. Because guess what? Clicking yes or typing yes on a Facebook page doesn't bring abundance to you. You have to do the action, you have to do the work, you have to open yourself up to God and His guidance and His angels and those messages, and count on, true pure love to give you the abundance through law of attraction that you need. Now, it is true. Sorry, guys. Now I have that tickle. It is true that if you toss out negative, you get negative back. Is it true that if you give out positive, you get positive back? Most of the time. It depends on how you send out that positive. Do you send it out with expectations to receive? Maybe not so much. But if you send it out of pure love and you're willing to help and you're willing to do your love to yourself and give yourself the help in the actions, then it's right there for you. So I do want to go take a look at Miss Sonia and see if you type the question over again. Life, please. Okay, so you want life guidance. Okie dokie. Life guidance, life guidance, life guidance, life guidance. Okay, so Miss Sonia, life guidance. Interesting. Okay, I love asking questions before I even start. Miss Sonia, if this makes any sense at all, please kind of send me some hearts by, because I'll see those quicker than see a comment. So Miss Sonia, I'm hearing something about daycare. I don't know what that's in reference to. Something about daycare or nursing care or care for the elderly, but I'm getting like daycare, like during the day you have to care for like lots of people. It's not just like one child or like grandkids or babies. It's like you're caring for other people's other people. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, Sonia, but I'm kind of like, so what? So let's find out. Okay, this is different. I'm being told to not shuffle, but to take from the top of the deck. Okay, interesting. One more. Okay. Well, okie dokie, Sonia. This is intriguing. So 4 cards came up. Very, 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 very fascinating. Part of your life purpose, Sonia, that I'm getting is unique. First of all, the angels are telling you that you're very artistic and very creative. And part of what brings you joy is being creative and sharing colors and sharing fabrics and jewelry and glitter and paint, those kinds of crafty things, if you will, that is part that brings you peace and joy, something to do that fills your home or your heart, is a better word, with color, and that you are indeed very, very artistic. So I kind of really like that part for you, Miss Sonia, as that is part of who you are. And no matter what you do in life, you should always return to the artistic side of who you are. They're also telling me that you really care about this planet a lot, that you are an earth angel, so that you're probably always picking up after other people's trash or litter, that you care about our environment. I don't know if recycling is a big deal in your area, but I really feel that you care a lot about animals and this planet and taking care of things. And that too gives you joy, but it also gives you frustration when you see how other people are abusing this planet. So the artistic side of you and creative side of you loves the great outdoors, the nature, the colors, and that you truly are an environmentalist as well. Now, here's what's really cool, because only you can answer this one, Miss Sonia, but it's telling me to let you know that what you're doing now is going to be working because you're on the right path. So for life purpose, whatever it is that you're doing that brings you joy, and I don't know if it relates to these two, but it really feels like it, because when I put those 3 together, I'm like, wow. that you're on the right path. So I think you've been second guessing yourself a lot, and you don't need to. I'm also hearing, because of the next card that I see, that this and the next card are really going to tie it all together for you. So I'm going to put them side by side. So there's a lot in spiritual development and spiritual growth where you could actually teach people about faith and about trust and about angels and heaven and all of those things that are important to you now. And I think that if you shared some of the experiences, I think that you've had some really unique experiences, Sonia, in regards to God and Jesus and Holy Spirit and the angels as well. And I think that part of what you need to do is to raise the vibration of people. And I think that's part of your spiritual gift as well, to do that. It doesn't mean leaving your corporate job or denying the environment or the artistic abilities, but whatever it is that's bringing you passion, you're on the right path with that. But you need to incorporate your wonderful gift of faith, because I really feel and hear that faith got you through an awful lot of ups and downs, like big time ups and downs, and that you've been, that you've been holding the hand of people who have passed on. It's like you've been there, or it's almost like you helped them journey over to the other side. And I don't know if that makes any sense either. But you have that gift of calmness that you can actually share with other people. And you heard my voice change with that, because I'm just hearing, this is a lady who brings peace. That's rare, Sonia. I wish more people had that gift and would share it. So I do hope, truthfully, that that does help. Let me see what the next question is. Miss Angie, I'm glad her kids are helping you. That is awesome. And Sankita, what do the angels want to tell me? Interesting, because as soon as I saw your question come up, I got angel therapy cards. And it's what I used this morning on my YouTube channel. I don't use this deck a lot. I love it. It has great energy. It's this one. Let me get it over here for you. There you go. Beautiful deck, gorgeous colors, lovely energy. Really is an amazing deck. So, Sangita, I'm going to use this one because I got told to. And again, I don't use this deck a lot, but when I get inspired to do it, we're going to do it. It's kind of one of those, you know. So, let's find out. Okay. They told me one card when we started, but it came out so fast, I do want to make sure. Come on. Okay, what about this one? So that one and this one. Okie doke. Thanks for the hearts, guys. I do appreciate it. Okay, so Sangita, the answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. This is interesting because of the next card that I see, and there was only the two cards that came up. So the answer to your question, what the angels want to tell you, is that it involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. So I don't know if you're involved with someone now that feels really comfortable, that feels like you've known them forever, that inspires you, that thinks the way that you do, that, wow, moves the way that you do, like actually like physically moves. It's almost like you could finish each other's sentences kind of thing. This is what I'm getting off of this card, that this person is very important in your life right now, to uplift, to strengthen, to kind of help you move forward. I feel like they've come to you in this lifetime because they were like a soulmate in a past lifetime, and they are coming to help you finish what didn't get finished before. But the next card is unique, and I'm going to kind of show that to you. And it says, heal away addictions. That it's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. Excuse me, I'm trying to not cough in your ears, guys. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. So one of the things that I heard right away was processed foods. We live in a society where everything has to be quick because we're in a hurry all the time. And I'm seeing like microwaves. I know it sounds silly, but I'm seeing like quick processed foods in microwaves because they're easy and they're fast. But I'm also seeing an addiction to chemicals. Chemicals as in the additives this wonderful, crazy food world of ours has, that are putting into snacks, or again, the chemicals I'm hearing from the microwave. I'm hearing that we need to kind of go back to fresh, organic, and all of those other things for you, that it really, really needs to kind of get rid of the addictions. I'm hearing soda, I'm hearing white bread, I'm hearing microwave, I'm hearing, I know this is going to sound really dumb, microwave popcorn. Excuse me, and it's making me choke on it. I'm hearing microwave popcorn. If you actually read the ingredients in that stuff, it would make you choke, because I'm like, you need to kind of get rid of that. If you're going to have popcorn and you want that as a snack because it is healthy, then do it on top of the stove and use some coconut oil instead of vegetable oil. But right now, they're telling you, my darling, you've got a great support system here and someone that's very close to you, but you need to clear away the addictions of whatever is blocking your chakras, and that is to raise your vibrational energy with what you're taking into your body. They're really getting this body thing for you. So don't know what that's all about, but hopefully that you do. So Sangeeta, I hope that does help you. Miss Angie, I just read that you're sick, and I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you opened up the window. We do need to let that fresh air in. And let's see what else we've got. Hearts and thumbs, thank you guys. Rena, when will I have stability in life? When will I have stability in life? Wow. Okie dokie. So, Miss Rena, before I even go to the cards, darling, that stability in life that you're seeking, you're not allowing it in. I know it sounds a little strange, but that's what they're telling me, that you're not allowing it in. That you focus too much on the worry, and focus too much on the negative. And they're actually telling me to tell you that stability that you already have it, which I think is kind of unique. They're telling me that you already have it if you have a roof over your head and you have a floor beneath your feet and there's food in your cupboard and you can take a shower to get clean. We all live on a day-to-day. None of us know what tomorrow is going to bring, so true stability does not exist. I mean, seriously, knock on wood, cancel, clear, delete. I could drop dead here on this video. None of us have stability, or that we know what's going to happen, you know, never mind tomorrow, an hour from now. But I know what you're feeling, and I understand that. So that question about when you have stability in life, they're also telling me to tell you to get away from a toxic situation. Someone or something is dragging you down, and they're keeping you like way down here on a lower level of energy. You can tell my voice just dropped. So you need to kind of get rid of that toxic situation and pick it back up again. But you need to do it carefully. You need to do it with time and with patience, and to take the first step towards what I'm hearing is assurance. The word assurance, ASSURANCE. So, Miss Rena, that stability is right around the corner, but your angels are asking you to take action in reference to it. And I think that was 2 cards. They just told me to stop at 2. Let me go look. I know a lot of people disappeared. They thought it was going to be over at 10, but it's not. So, Miss Rena, the stability is you need to listen to God. And you need to listen to your angels and then not fight what they're telling you, which I think is kind of unique as well. And then it says once you do that, once you start listening and start following the guidance of your God and angels and your guardian angels especially, Rena, then it is going to bring that healing that you need in order to have that stability that you want, to get rid of that. Ugh. So, darling, start listening. You can ask the angels for direct and clear signs if you're kind of like not sure. Ask them to be more specific, and they will. So let's see who's next. Hi, Deja. And there's Christina. You're more than welcome. Nikki, any messages in helping my son find his way through a confusing time? Any messages in helping my son find his way through a confusing time? Miss Nikki, um, um, I'm getting flooded, Nikki, when I read that, so I just kind of want to explain that just a little bit when I'm getting flooded like that. So, I don't know how old your son is. I don't know why, and I don't know if it's the numbers here on my keyboard, but I'm seeing like 19, and I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Um, but I'm feeling as though there is a chemical imbalance that is causing part of this confusion. And I don't know if that's his environment, if it's his work environment, if it's the food he's taking in, if it's the water that something about water. Um, it's causing part of the confusion. It's like his body's not working with his mind. Um, it's almost like there's this imbalance, like kind of like this, you know. So he needs to get that centered. We will also see what really, okay, we're going to go back to that one. We're going to go back to this one. Let me take those cards we had earlier. Let me shuffle them into the deck differently. That way, if they come up, then we know that they're meant to come up. Hi, Miss Belinda. Okay. I know we're going past 10 o'clock this morning, just a little bit. We're going to see what we can't do here just a little bit. Okay, so Nikki, let's see what's going on here. Really? Okay. Okay. I love it when they talk to me that way. So much fun. Okay. So Nikki, for your son, they are asking you to call upon Archangel Michael. That you need to seek his protection, seek his guidance, seek his cutting of the cords, seek his vacuuming away of the psychic debris and that which no longer serves, and then to call upon Archangel Raphael to fill that void after Michael has cleansed the soul, cleansed the body. You can do this for your son, Nikki. I'm going to give you a visual image. I did this for a very dear friend of mine for her son as well. What I want you to do, and you can do this in love and light, call upon God first, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, all of your angels, but ask Archangel Michael literally and picture it like a clear PVC pipe, that it's kind of coming over your son, kind of like this, you know, shoulder width. And it's perfectly clear, doesn't stop breathing, doesn't stop anything, there's no claustrophobia with it. And Archangel Michael literally clearing out all of this debris, all of this toxicity, all of this negative low energy. And it's literally going up this tube and into the universe where it gets transformed into beautiful love and into beautiful healing, so that your son is clear of all of this and like kind of uplifting. And it's literally like picking him up and giving him clarity He does have some blockages in his chakra. If you go to Doreen's site, she does have some free meditations on YouTube for clearing chakras as well. That is something I would highly recommend for your son. And once that's done, you need to bring singing and dancing, music, bringing in some lightheartedness into the lifetime or into the home so that you can enjoy yourself, so you both can have some fun, so you can both be what I call silly and happy and skipping and joyful. And there's nothing more uplifting than music that you love. So I think that that would also help to keep that energy on a higher level, Nikki. So I do truly hope that that helps. So you need to clear away some debris with Archangel Michael, cut the cords, and vacuum all that nonsense out of there, and then start enjoying life by bringing some beautiful music into your home as well. Let's see who's next. It looks like Miss Nancy. Can you read for me, please? My family's going through a very hard time. Okay. So let's see, Miss Nancy. Okay, hi there, Susan. I just saw that you just joined us. Hi. Yeah, we'll come to your question here in just a moment. And Mary, I'm glad that that helped you. And Tracy lost the link. I'm not sure what link she's referring to. So, Nancy, can you read for me, please? Bear with me. That's not where I was directed. Okay. Okay, so Miss Nikki. Tracy, I don't know what link you are referring to. If you're still here watching us, you can always come back. I will post this on my Facebook page, and you can always come back and click on the replay or go through the comments and kind of like find the link that you're looking for. It's 10:10. Okay, so 2 cards came up for Miss Nikki. I'm sorry, Miss Nancy, not Nikki. Sorry, oopsie, 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 oopsie. So Nancy, okay, they're both major arcana cards. No wonder you're going through a very hard time. Well, you're going to actually like the answers for these. 2 cards came up, both major arcanas, both going through a very hard time, but I need you to be kind of rest assured here just a little bit. That this has been a fight for you recently for justice and equality. But know that it is going to be okay, that these rulings, whatever's going on, is going to have success for you, that it is going to be done in your favor, and not to give up yet. I'm also hearing that although the family's going through a hard time, it is going to resolve itself. So know, Miss Nancy, that I know it's tough right now. I'm going to say it again, call on God, His Son, and Holy Spirit to give you strength to get through it. But one of the things that I need everyone to realize is if you have these crosses to bear and you release them to God, don't pick them back up again. Once you release it to God, you don't need to carry that cross anymore. If you still have crosses to bear, then ask God for the strength to do that. So, I love it because when we go to church, we're always told, or in my faith we are, to lay our crosses at the altar and find respite in His home, in His house, in His chapel. And then to leave the crosses there that you no longer need to carry, and to pray for strength to carry those that you still need to carry just a little bit longer. So don't give up, Nancy, because here's the beauty of it. And here's why I'm saying that as well. Release the past. You will have peace with all of this. There is a more enriching future coming your way, and to let go and let God. So Nancy, hang in there. Don't give up. It is going to turn out okay, and you will find peace with all of this. So Nancy, I really, truly hope that that helped you. Oh, sure, I'm glad. Thank you. I appreciate that a great deal. Miss Susan, it looks like you're next, darling. And while I was doing that particular reading, I actually, um, yeah, you've had an incredible week and quite a year. I agree. God said no to some things, and now I need prayers and guidance. Miss Susan, you always need prayers and guidance. We all do. You are always in my prayers, but I'm also, where am I going for Miss Susan? My dear sweet friend Susan. Well, you weren't supposed to move to that house, Susan. I know it sounded really good. I will tell you that it would have ended up in a very toxic situation and much worse than you are in right now. And boys and girls, I didn't realize that we are like this much after 10 o'clock. So I'm going to let Susan's be the last reading here. I do want to say thank you all for joining me. I do have some other things that I do need to tend to and care about and care for uh, in here in just a few minutes. So come and join us again next Saturday. We'll be here at 9 a.m. my time. And if you'd like a personal reading from me, I'd be honored to do that for you. And you can visit my website at houseofangelcardreadings.com. So, Miss Susan, I said all of that because I was waiting for the angels to talk to me. I also needed that little bit of time for them to send the right cards through for you. So the home that you were going to move into was not right. You would have ended up in a very uncomfortable situation. Um, um, I don't know if y'all can hear that sound. That was just a little unusual. Um, but I still feel that there's a move coming up, Susan. I do. That was a really unusual sound. Did you guys hear that? Or is it just me? Um, Almost sounded like a bull elk. One of those. Okay, so Susan, my darling, you've got 5 cards, and so let's kind of take a look what we got here. So, Miss Susan, you can't make this stuff up, people. You really can't. So your first card, Susan, Queen of Ariel. Nurture yourself and those that you love. The ability to make anything more beautiful and to take practical and wise advice. Practical and wise advice. Also telling me that you need to kind of get your emotions and frustrations lowered a little bit and raise up your vibrations to truly hear what's in your best interest. Kind of want you to know that you need to kind of, what's in Susan's best interest? It's really where I'm going with this. But also know that you are the queen of your own home. You truly are, and you can absolutely, I know that you're not living in your own home. That's not where I'm going with that one. Queen of your space, we'll put it that way. You will have your own space soon, is really what I'm feeling. So kind of let's go to the next card for you. There you go. Page of Gabrielle. Follow your passions. You are ready for any challenge. You really can do this, Susan. And opportunities for enrichment and achievement are here in the very, very near future. And I know that you're not liking the current situation. It is getting ready to change. So change for the better? Absolutely. So it's time to follow that passion that you have and to make sure that this is something that would be financially, spiritually, and mentally rewarding. That's what I just heard, Susan. That's why I hesitated. I want to get all of those in there. Financially, mentally, and spiritually rewarding. You are my queen, my darling. Here's another queen. Okay, Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart. A love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. When God talks to you, I know you listen, but you've got to hear exactly what it is that he's saying. Get ego out of the way, get ourselves out of the way. Ego, by the way, stands for edging God out, because we think we have the answers when in truth we don't know it at all. We only know that which is what we think we want. So what is in your best interest? Those things that we long for or want or need or desire often are not in our best interest. And so God is saying, not yet. See, I didn't hear no, I heard not yet. So follow your heart and love of home and family and trustworthy psychic information. Susan, you're one of the most gifted psychic people I know. You just need to trust it, darling. Let's take a look at the next card. Okay, these are healing cards as well. Two of Raphael. Two hearts dedicated in creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those that you love. This can be a romantic relationship, Susan. This can be a family relationship. This can be a business relationship, that you are in sync with someone or more than someone, as in multiples, that you are dedicated to it, that this is going to come around, that you do have the life that you're really looking for. So, Susan, it says, don't give up on those that you love. Talk about healing. I really hope this is a healing message for you, Susan, because you have another Raphael card, and this time it is the Page. A new emotional situation, messages regarding relationships or social invitations, and great intuitive insights. So this whole reading for you, Susan, is to say, you're okay. Follow your insights, follow your passions. You're never alone. You always have the love of family and of God and His Son, Holy Spirit, and the angels surrounding you. Call on Archangel Raphael to heal some of this past negativity. You can do the same thing. I don't know if you're watching earlier, if you want to watch it on the replay. Call on Archangel Michael to cut the cords of whatever doesn't serve you anymore. And just kind of release that and let it go and let God. All right, my darlings, I am going to literally wrap up this read because this throat of mine needs more than just a sip of coffee. Again, I want to thank you for joining me today. I'll be back again next Saturday. If you would like a private reading from me, they range from, $25 to $100. And I do have something special here for the people who are following me on Facebook. If you book a half-hour reading from me for the same price, what I'm going to do, like click the half hour, and we'll have an hour-long session. If you book an hour with me, we'll have a 2-hour session. And we do those via phone or via Skype. Those are the best ways to do that. Is just like here on doing a live feed. We talk, except that I can interact better because I'll be able to actually hear you instead of waiting for the comments to float up. Have a beautiful day, a wonderful day. Again, thank you for sharing. Blessed be. Walk in peace, walk in confidence, and walk with God. Take care, and namaste.